So this came in hot. It was this early morning. I was sleeping. Actually, I think it was last night. Doesn't matter. We have changes in PvXI 2, only buffs, like the title says. It's just for drops. Like they are a lot. Like they have to polish their game a lot. I'm very confident, but I'm a realistic person. So here comes the reading of the patch notes of the G 0.2.g patch notes that is just for buffing rarity and item quantity as well. So one of the things that we have had a lot of feedback about is item drops feeling unrewarding in various situations. Over the last 2 weeks we have done a major rework to item drops in order to try and address these issues. We are going to be deploying these changes in 0.2.0.g and 0g today. We had to roll back 0.2g earlier after it caused some existing skill gems to be missing from your builds. We will redeploy it on Thursday, May 1st, PDT. Apologies for any inconvenience caused. Let's go. Item rarity. In order to control the items that monsters drop, they primarily have two stats added to them. Monster item quantity is a stat that increases the number of items that are dropped. Monster item rarity, on the other hand, determines how good the items are that drop. In order to prevent too much item spam, in PvXI 2 we want to rely on item rarity more and item quantity less. This means that the effects that monster item rarity has on your item needs to be powerful and noticeable. Currently we believe that this stat is not affecting drops enough. For example, when a wisp has possessed a monster, it gives the monster plus 2 drops and 300% more monster item rarity. The rarity is further increased by each monster that the wisp affected as you were chasing it. This should in theory result in noticeable better item drops, but in practice it doesn't feel meaningful enough. This is just one example, but this problem affects drops game-wide, from all monsters and chests. We are making some very significant changes to the way that item rarity affects the items you get. Here are some of the highlights. It's a lot. We modified the rarity value at which normal items no longer drop. This means that unique bosses will never drop normal items except for a select few early in the game. We have halved the amount of rare gold drops. This means that if you roll a rare item, you get more rare equipment or rare currency instead of gold. Rare gold piles are now twice as large, so you still get the same amount of gold as before on average. Gold, magic currency, quality currency, flasks, charms, and runes are now much less likely to drop from monsters with high item rarity. These three changes generally result in around 20 to 30% more rare currency, Exalt, Hulk, Regal, etc. Tier 2 rares now drop 4 times more often. Tier 3 to 5 now drop 30% more often. The mods of tiered rares have also been improved by cutting out more low-level mods, making them better on average than before. Tier 2 and higher magic items now drop around 5 times more often. The low-level mod culling of tiered magics has been significantly improved, with Tier 2 now culling 50% of the mod range, and improving from there. Tier 5 magic items will usually only roll the highest mod available for a given type. This means that tiered magic items should be a much better starting point for crafting or recombination. These changes significantly improve the effect that item rarity has on the quality of the items you receive. Overall, you should see significantly better when killing more challenging items when killing more challenging content. One side effect of this change would have been to make player item rarity that you get on mods on your gear more valuable also, which is not our intention. In order to counter that, we have reduced the effect that these mods have. Great. We have also lowered the map item rarity mods on maps, as these were having too large of an effect after these changes. The overall effect of these mods will still be similar to before, but the displayed number is lower. Unique boss drop protection. Even if a monster has high monster item rarity, sometimes you can still get a bad drop because you happen to get unlucky. Drop protection involves adding an additional item in the case where you didn't get lucky with the items that naturally dropped. We already have some drop protection rules in place to prevent some of the worst cases. We didn't think that they went far enough. We have made the following change. Except for a few unique bosses at the start of Act 1, all unique bosses will always drop a rare item. In a campaign, you only get guaranteed rare item the first time you kill the boss. In maps, you always get it. Asmirian Wisps. Asmirian Wisps were a great example of content that wasn't feeling rewarding enough because item rarity was not having enough of an effect. Wisps now feel much better from these changes alone, but we also made the following changes. Rare monsters possessed by Asmirian Wisps now always drop a rare item. Fixed a bug where the first Wisp in the Grailwood didn't have its item rarity or quantity stats. Rare magic chests. We didn't feel that rare magic chests were exciting enough to find. Ideally, each time you see one, you feel excited to open it. In order to fix this, we made the following changes. Magic chests have drastically increased item rarity and quantity, and also guarantee at least a magic item. They are approximately as rewarding as rare chests were before. Rare chests also have drastically increased item rarity and quantity, and guarantee at least a rare item. In crew difficulty, chests get a further plus 50% more item quantity and item rarity, and plus 100% more in endgame, making them very powerful there. We have changed the map mods that increased the chance of finding magic and rare chests to instead add a fixed number of magic or rare chests. We did need to lower the chance of these spawning, but you will still get a lot better items overall. This is especially true in endgame where the number of rare magic chests was lowered substantially, but a major increase in results from these chests more than make up for that. Strongboxes. Strongboxes as a baseline have been increased to be equivalent to the new balance for rare chests. Specifically, strongboxes have increased item quantity and item rarity, guarantee a rare item as well as getting a further plus 50% more item quantity and item rarity in crew, and plus 100% in endgame. Researchers' strongboxes will now have a much higher chance to drop rare currency instead of magic currency. Reduced the variance in the number of items strongboxes dropped. They should more consistently drop a good number of items. Of course, strongboxes also have mods that allow for further increase in the item rarity. These mods were adjusted down for the same reason as the map item rarity mods. They were having too much of an effect relative to other mods after the changes to item rarity more generally. They have the same effect as before but show a lower value. Trial of the Sekhmas. Sekhma trial chests were very underwhelming considering the amount of work you need to do to earn them. We have made a significant change here. Regular bronze chests now have the same base balance as rare chests do in the normal difficulty campaign, including guaranteeing a rare item. Silver and gold chests increase item rarity and item quantity by value significantly higher than before. Arcanist chests have had the same improvements to drop composition as researchers' strongboxes. Arcanist chests, currency, and rare chests jewels are much more common. The chance of getting silver and gold keys as room rewards instead of bronze keys has been significantly increased. Trial of Chaos. The Trial of Chaos, we were finding that corrupted items rewards were no longer valuable in endgame. In order to improve the rewards, we have made the following changes. As you continue to increase the level you play the Trial of Chaos, corrupted rares are phased out from the rewards. Rare currency stacks are phased in. Items that drop from monsters in the trial no longer have a chance to be corrupted. Expedition. Expeditions also received some improvements. Expedition magic and rare chests now have the same base balance as other endgame magic and rare chests. Normal expedition chests have also been improved. We also fixed a bug where increased chest item rarity from expedition remnants was not multiplying correctly with the chest item rarity the chests already have. These remnants will now have a greater effect. Buffed the rewards from most expedition remnant mods. Doubled the number of expedition artifacts that drop. Increased the amount of exotic coinage that drops by plus 50%. Delirium. The rewards you were getting from Delirium for going deeper in the fog were not high enough. We have made some changes here too. Increased the amount of item rarity per depth in Delirium encounters. It increased to approximately 2.5 times what it was before. Accessibility to pinnacle content. In order to find loot more easily, it helps to be able to gain access to being able to fight pinnacle content more easily. We have made the following changes here. Bridge Splinter drop rates have been increased by plus 50%. Delirium Splinter drop rates have been increased by 80%. The chance of finding audiences with the King and Ritual is increased by 50%. Other changes in 0.2.0G. We also made some changes to Corrupted Nexus. Reduce the number of Corrupted Nexus you need to complete your Atlas passive tree. Each Corrupted Nexus now grants 5 skill points allowing you to complete this task much faster. Increases the visibility of Corrupted Nexus so that you can see them from further away. These are the changes from this, and since they rolled back yesterday, they are going to reapply today. And let's hope that the game gets better, man. I am really enjoying to play this game off stream. I'm mostly in Dragon Age Inquisition now. And yeah, if you enjoyed the contents, the reading, let's be simple. Please like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I see you in the next one. Bye.